Hello, it's Jen K here from A Fragrant Offering. Today I wanted to share a video ranking 10 light floral fragrances that I have in my collection. I categorize these together. They have a watery airiness that makes them perfect for spring and summer. I do wear these for very similar situations. Many of them are light enough to wear to work. And at the end of the video, I will be sharing my personal ranking of these 10 fragrances. So let's get started. So I have two fragrances here that are considered floral fruity fragrances. The first one that I'm going to be talking about today is Tommy Girl EDT by Tommy Hilfiger. This is a floral fruity fragrance that was launched in 1996. That was actually the year I graduated from high school. Honestly, if I had worn it back then, it would probably be a sentimental favorite still. It is a bit synthetic, but a perfect clean girl vibes. I can see wearing this one to the gym. The top notes are apple tree blossom, camellia, mandarin orange, and black currant. Middle notes are lemon, honeysuckle, rose, grapefruit, lily, mint, and violet. And the base notes are magnolia, jasmine, cedar, sandalwood, and leather. I picked this one up on clearance at a discount store and with the plan to pass it on. So my judgment of this one is a bit unfair since I only meant to try it and not to keep it. You know, fragrance is a very personal experience, and often our impressions of them are built on personal positive or negative scent memories that we might have with a fragrance. So if you love a fragrance that I haven't been able to connect with, that is wonderful. At the end of the day, all of these are beautiful fragrances that I have been very happy to wear. The second floral fruity fragrance I have is Armani's Ocean di Gioia. This one was introduced in 2020. These bottles are so beautiful. I picked this one up to try this summer because I feel like I have a limited number of fragrances that I really like to wear when it's super hot outside. Also, I live near the ocean, so this one felt perfect for me. I've really enjoyed this one and we'll be trying it out more this summer to see if it's a keeper. It has top notes of pear, citruses, and green notes. Middle notes are water jasmine, salt, lily of the valley, and rose, and then in the base it has some musk and sandalwood. Next up, I have two fragrances that are categorized as floral green fragrances. Guerlain's La Petite Robe Noire Eau Fraiche is a floral green fragrance that was introduced in 2015. It has top notes of lemon, bergamot, mandarin orange, and orange blossom. And then in the mid notes is amber blossom, sour cherry, freesia, raspberry, strawberry, peach, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine sambac. And then in the base, it's pistachio, almond, vanilla, tonka bean, patchouli, and white musk. I believe it's the combination of the citrus and the pistachio that makes this one really light and easy to wear. The second floral green fragrance I have here is Commodity Magnolia. It was first introduced in 2013 and it is very similar to a lot of these others. It has light watery notes on the top of water lily, green notes, eucalyptus, and pink grapefruit. In the mid notes there's magnolia, white violet, ylang ylang, and rose, and then in the base it has labdanum, musk, oat moss, and caramel. Three of the fragrances here today are categorized as floral woody musk. A new fragrance to my collection is Clean Reserve Skin. This is a floral woody musk fragrance that was launched in 2016 and is advertised as a unisex fragrance. It has top notes of bergamot, orange blossom, and honeysuckle. In the mid notes, it has a warm skin accord, vanilla, orchid, and sun-kissed peony. And then the base has salted praline, fresh musk, and white cedar wood. Because this is new to my collection, I am definitely in the honeymoon stage, and it was love at first sniff. I love it for its soft skin scent and my ability to be able to wear it on days when I don't want to be noticed for my fragrance, but I want to smell good anyway. The definite downside for many would be that it is not as noticeable on any grand level. And next up we have Versace Versense. This is also a floral woody musk, and it was introduced in 2009. It has top notes of bergamot, citruses, green mandarin, fig, and pear. Middle notes are cardamom, lily, jasmine, and narcissus. And in the base notes, it has Virginia cedar, olive tree, musk, and sandalwood. Gabrielle Essence by Chanel is the third floral woody musk. It was introduced in 2019. It has tropical flowers and coconut, which gives it a bit of a summery vibe, even though it's not as light or airy as some of the others here today. So its top notes are citruses, peach, red fruits, blackcurrant, and petite grain. And then in the mid notes, it has white flowers, tuberose, ylang ylang, jasmine, orange blossom, and coconut. And in the base, it has musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. And so next up here, we have a fragrance that's kind of in a category by itself. It is an amber floral fragrance, and it's Marc Jacobs Decadence, Oh So Decadent. It was introduced in 2017. I heard this one described once as a misty Moorish fairy tale fragrance. I live near the coast and we have lots of foggy mornings, and this fragrance has become synonymous with that to me. There's a fairy-like magical quality to it, and I definitely have attached strong scent memories to this one. It has top notes of pear, blackcurrant, and ivy, mid notes of magnolia, lily of the valley, and jasmine, and in the base it has raspberry, white amber, and cashmere wood. Eventually, I'd like to get down to capsule fragrance wardrobe of maybe like 5 to 10 fragrances. From this category, I could see myself maybe keeping 1 to 2 fragrances, but I am not there yet, so this is definitely still a work in progress. So here we have Wisteria Blue by Nest. It is a floral aquatic fragrance. It was introduced in 2018. The notes include wisteria, watery notes, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine. This one has a bit of a sharp floral note that is tempered by the wateriness of the fragrance. When I first moved into my house, there was a jungle of wisteria next door, so this felt very sentimental to me, and I would often reach for it in the spring. However, this past spring, I feel like I had others that I really preferred to reach for, and this was no longer a favorite for me. I struggle with sharp florals, and while this is beautiful, the note is just a bit off-putting. Nest is a beautiful brand, and actually I have, since recording this, I posted it on my Macari and it sold right away. So this is a very well-loved fragrance by many. And finally, we have Hugo Boss Ma Vie pour Femme. This is a floral fragrance, and it was introduced in 2014. I don't hear a lot about this one in the fragrance community. Initially, I picked it up to resell, but I really liked the unique cactus flower scent, so I decided to pull it into my collection to enjoy this summer. So it has a top note of cactus flower. In the mid, it has pink freesia, rose, and jasmine, and in the base, it has woody notes and cedar. And so, as promised, I am going to go through all these fragrances and rank them for you, from my least favorite to the one that I like the most. So first I'm going to start with 3 that I actually have decided already to declutter. Wisteria Blue would be a perfect scent memory for me if it had a bit more honeysuckle and a bit less rose, but the sharpness of the rose is a hard one for me. And I would say that here at the bottom, number 10 actually would be a Tommy Girl. And this one I've already actually sold on Macari. And then number 9 would be the Magnolia. This one's still listed on Macari, but I plan to declutter it. And number 7, or I'm sorry, number 8 would be the Wisteria Blue. So those are the bottom 3 in my collection. I'm just going to move these around a little bit. Definitely the top is going to be this Clean Reserve Skin, and also the Decadence, Oh So Decadent by Marc Jacobs. Those are definitely favorites. I would say number 7 is the Versace Versense. It's not unlike Tommy Girl. I do really enjoy it. Not quite ready to say goodbye, but I may be passing this one on. Number 6, La Petite Robe Noire au Fraiche. Two that I'm not as familiar with, so really want to figure out more, would be number 5, Hugo Boss Ma Vie. And at number 4, Ocean de Gioia. And then in the top 3, I would say number 3 would be Gabrielle Essence. It's beautiful and classy, but I've not yet been able to make like a strong scent association in my mind with it. My second favorite would be the Clean Reserve Skin. I'm wearing it a lot currently, but it is new to my collection, so it could wear off after a bit, and I could be wanting to declutter it in the future like I did with Wisteria Blue. And then my favorite from all of these, definitely a keeper, is the Marc Jacobs Decadence, Oh So Decadent. It does have a strong scent association for me, and it is a beautiful fragrance. So if I was going to take this group of 10 down to 1 or 2, definitely the Marc Jacobs Decadence I would be keeping. So thanks for following along today. I'd love to hear if you've tried any of these or what you think, which ones would be your favorites. You can also find me over on Instagram at a.fragrant.offering. I'll probably be posting a summer fragrance video before too long, so follow along for more.